recording. Okay, it's recording. Now it's recording. Okay. Okay. And you're in the shot. She's in the shot. Tilt down here. Let's hope this doesn't fall. If it falls in the middle of the show, you got a story to tell.
I do. I'm telling my YouTube.
Okay. So it's recording, but you can edit the beginning a little bit, right?
Because I could.
All right. Stand by. Maybe we should bring her in here, I think.
Yeah, we should.
And then we're going to try to record with the other one, too. So let me get that one recording.
All right.
And hopefully it'll all work out.
All right.
Okay. All right. This fellow is in this shot. Let's move this way a little bit. Yeah, better?
She says good. She told me you can't be recorded. What did you say to me? Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. Ready for me, David?
I'm ready, Danielle.
Okay. This is the
Or
hot
you
seat
want
here.
you want to sit here or you want to sit here?
I'll sit here because I think this is the seat that's in
Right.
camera frame.
So I'm not going to this way.
Okay. And so, do I put on the headset too, or how does it work?
Well, the thing is, the last time my dad's market, she put the headphones on.
They did put the headphones
Yeah,
on?
they
Okay.
did put the headphones on.
I'll put the headphones on too then. So
Okay.
that way we can hear.
Yes.
And then do I turn this way?
Yeah, you turn it around. Testing 1 degree. Can you hear me, James? Testing 1 degree. Uno, dos, tres.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
It's right there.
Oh. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Mic 4. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Oh, I hear myself now.
Yeah, you could.
What is the cough button? Oh, okay. It's not a mute, but a cough button.
Could imagine. I'll air my phone. Hopefully you guys should ask me to please.
I don't think you're going to hear it on the phone. But how can I tell if it's recording? Okay, numbers are rolling. Okay, it's recording. Okay.
All right. Good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the return of Gary's podcast, which, according to Elon Musk, is America's most listened podcast. You're welcome, Elon. But at the same time, I'm sure you guys are listening to this podcast. But anywho, we're not here to talk about Elon or Trump. I'm your host, David Saldivar, and we're here inside Lazarillo in this beautiful school. Beautiful school, Pasadena City College, on this cloudy, rainy, even though according to forecasters, the hard rain will come tomorrow. So be prepared. LA, especially Skate Drive, which at the same time we need this much needed rain, especially with the fires got have back in January and Okinawa and PCs, and at the same time I'm happy that my home and where I live down in Bell Gardens is safe, especially the fires thing that came where I live. But also, anywho, today I have a guest, and she's working in a library in PCC, and she's a hardworking woman, and she's the best. And overall, at the same time, she's making history, in the middle of Women's History Month, and ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest. Hopefully, I get her last name correct. Danielle Rapue. Danielle, welcome to Gary's podcast.
Thank you, David. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Danielle Rapue.
Rapue.
No worries about the last name. It happens to me all the time. No worries at all. I'm a PCC librarian, as you shared. I've been at Pasadena City College since 2017.
Sure, you've been here for a long time.
Yes, and it's an honor to be here on Women's History Month. Thank you for having me.
You're representing the women, especially of my podcast, History in the Making. Today. And today I have topics and questions for Danielle. And at the same time, in case that Danielle gets too sweaty during the podcast, she can drink the water in the middle of my podcast. All right, so
Thank you.
you're welcome, Danielle. And are you ready for the questions in the podcast? I mean, topics, sorry.
Yes, I am ready for your questions or topics you want to bring up.
All right, here we go. Topic 1, your journey started in PCC. And my first question to you is, how you got the job in a library in PCC?
So back in 2016, I went to a library conference and I met the dean of the library here at PCC at the time. Her name is Dr. Leslie Terapelli, and we connected there, and she let me know she had a full-time position coming up as a librarian the following, I think that same year, maybe in a few months after we met, and she strongly encouraged me to apply. It was a big change for me because I'm not from the Southern California area,
Right.
but I really considered it. And after hearing about PCC's reputation and being curious about making a change in my life, I, put in my application, went through the interview process, which for a full-time faculty position here at PCC, when I was hired, 3 interviews. So 3 levels of interviews, including one with the president of the college. And then I was offered the position, which I gladly accepted. And I've been here about 8 years now.
Wow. So the thing is, I've been here since 2015. Especially, I think I told you, and I apologize for repeating, was 2015, that's where I left William College, and then I transferred here at PCC. And this is my 10th year here at PCC, which overall I'm happy where I'm at, especially my dream school. And how was the interview process, if I don't mind asking?
Sure. So my schooling process or what, so I went to college for journalism. I had a bachelor's degree in journalism and public relations. And I then went to a master's program for library science at San Jose State University. And when I finished up there, I started working at community colleges where I'm from. And I was able to get some part-time jobs working in the library just to kind of build up my experience. And at the same time, just looking to see what area of libraries I might specialize in, because most librarians, while they all have kind of shared roles and responsibilities, they have specialties sometimes. And so I was trying to consider what would be my specialty or what I would really focus on. And so that time frame was just really doing webinars and conferences to just kind of get my foot in the door and figure out and explore what would be a good path for me.
So you're from San Antonio.
I'm actually from the Fresno area, so the Central California area. Shout out 559 if
Shout out to Fresno. I thought you said Bakersfield.
Yes. Yeah, so Bakersfield is heading towards that area, but a little bit more north, about a couple hours north of Bakersfield is Fresno area.
Nice. I've been to I'm a tongue twister. I've been to Bakersfield 6 times, and I say it's a beautiful city. But except the thing is, when it comes to the summertime, it gets too hot.
It is very hot there, yes.
Especially one time when I went there for a car for my dad. It was 130 degrees. I'm like, man, it's too hot here. I want to go back to LA. It's smoking and toasting here in Bakersfield.
Oh yeah, you will get cooked out in the summertime in the Central Valley, Bakersfield, Fresno. A common summer day is over 100 degrees.
Like I say, since summer is months away, stay hydrated, Bakersfield. And now my second question is, tell us what you do in the library.
Sure. So at PCC Library, I am the outreach librarian. So I connect with different areas on campus to make sure that the students who use those areas of campus know about the library services. Sometimes we have events on campus out in the quad, so you'll see different tables set up and different resources will table to let students know about the services, and I coordinate that. So when we have different events on campus, I try to attend them and represent the library. We play games, I have giveaways from the library, I give information to folks to let them know about some of our resources that people may not know about that the library has for them. And then I also teach. So here at PCC, all of our librarians, we teach classes. We're kind of like guest lecturers. So the class that you might already be enrolled in, let's say you're in a history class and there's a research paper coming up. So the history professor will coordinate with the library to bring the class over to the library, and the librarian will provide kind of like a guest lecture. Will give instruction for that class period to teach students how to do research, how to responsibly use information like citation, and answer kind of any types of questions that they have, as well as orient them to the library services. So my main goal for all of the work that I do is making sure that students know that the librarians are available to them and that we're here to support them.
That's good. And that's how I first made it in the events and the quad here at PCC.
That's right, we met out at the quad.
And I'm lucky to have you as my friend. And now that raising my third question, what is like working in a library, especially with Lena?
Yes, my colleague Lena. Shout out Lena if you're
Shout out to
listening.
Lena.
Shout out to
her.
Lena. She's a wonderful PCC librarian who's also been there at least, I think, 9 years now,
Wow.
going on 9 years. She's amazing, a wonderful colleague to work with. And her and I actually have collaborated together on some of those outreach events where we've attended different spaces on campus to share different resources about the library. So it's really great to be able to work with her. In terms of what it's like to work at the library, it's exciting to work at the library. There's always something new every day. No day is the same as the previous day. There's
Right.
always something different happening. There's always different students in the building that have different questions. Another part of my role is the reference desk at where I see you in the library.